Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I am going to be testing out the new Morphe and Jaclyn Hill brush collection. This is the master collection. I literally got like the entire thing. I was like, there's no way I can like not get everything. Look at how this packaging just shines in the light. It's like beautiful. But anyways, I picked this up because lately I feel like my brush collection personally has been lacking, and I feel like it's kind of affecting like the way my makeup looks and stuff like that. So when I saw that they were coming out with this, I was like, yes, I feel like that's every brush that I'm missing or every brush that I need to complete like my makeup, like just to make it look better and everything. And plus I love Morphe and I love Jaclyn. I know some people have a lot of hate towards Morphe and Jaclyn Hill, but I personally have no beef with them, if you will, or I have no hate towards them. So when I saw this, I was like, yes, I need this. So I'm pretty sure the collection is like 23 brushes, and you get it's $165, and you get 23 brushes, and then the brush package opens up like this, which I think is super convenient because if you're traveling, right, like, and you're doing your makeup, if you've ever like been like me and like just pack all your brushes in a makeup bag, then you lay them down on the sink and then they fall on the floor, they get wet, this and that. At least this, you're able to use whatever brush you want and then like put it right back in and just like leave it like flat on like the counter space, which to me I think is such a convenience because you don't have to dig through your makeup bag or the brush bag to find the brushes, because literally everything is right here, and it's so like you could just see everything that you need. That I just think this is such a genius thing. If you do pick up one thing from this collection and you don't need brushes, I would recommend picking up this, just because I feel like it's such a genius idea and I feel like everybody can like use that, you know? Alright, so my face is primed. So the first thing I'm going to be testing out is the foundation brush. This is the JH03. Now, Jaclyn said that this is pretty much the exact same thing as the Morphe M439. If you guys watch my videos, you guys know I don't really like brushes to apply my foundation. And I do have the Morphe M439 and I don't like that. But to me, the shapes look totally different. Like, is the Morphe M439. It looks gross because I use this to self tan and I haven't washed it. And this is the JH03, right? Yeah, 03. So if you look, you can tell that there's like a significant difference in it. I feel like these bristles are longer and whatnot. So I'm super excited to try this. Let's see if I like it, and if I don't like it, I'm just going to switch to a sponge. Let me just pin my hair back because I can't do my makeup with my hair down. For foundation today, I'm going to be using the NARS Radiant Longwear Foundation. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to like pump it onto the bristles. And let's see. I haven't used a brush to apply foundation in literally years. Like, I can't remember the last time I actually like used a brush to apply foundation. Like, it's crazy. Alright, so this is how the foundation looks with the brush. I'm not gonna lie, it did go on a little streaky at first, but I was able to pretty much stipple it and make it more even and stuff. That's really why I don't use brushes, because I feel like they do apply foundation so streaky. But this one was streaky mainly like around my nose, and then like the rest of my face looks fine. So far I really like this brush, and it's super soft. Like, it does not poke you or anything. I keep pushing it around my face because my face is so itchy right now and I don't want to scratch it. Actually, I really like this brush. I like it a lot better than I like the Morphe M439, even though Jaclyn said it's like the same brush. I don't think it is, to be honest. Tape, and I'm going to use the JH08 brush. This is what it looks like. It is like the perfect under eye concealer brush, and I feel like this would be perfect to like cream contour with, so I'm super excited. I'm still super itchy on my face, but anyways. I haven't used a brush to apply concealer in years either. I used to love brushes for concealer, and then I don't know, I just stopped using them at one point. I don't know why. So I'm super excited to see how this works. I'm also super nervous, so let's see. So this is how the concealer looks completely buffed out, and I'm not gonna lie, I am seriously like loving this right now. At first I was like, I don't think I'm gonna like it, but as I kept blending it out, I feel like it just really sunk into my skin and it made my concealer look flawless, like no joke. Like seriously, I feel like my concealer hasn't looked this flawless in like forever. And I am here for it, I am living for it. Elf used to make a brush that was very, very similar to this, and that's the brush I used to always use for my concealer. I'm still itchy on my face, oh. But yeah, I think this brush did an amazing, amazing job at buffing out the concealer. So now I'm going to take the JH07, which is this like tapered brush that she created for underneath the eyes, and I'm going to use this to bake my under eyes. Alright, so now that that's baking, I'm going to take my Becca Hydra Mist powder, and I'm going to use this powder to set the rest of my face. And I'm going to use this big brush. So this is the JH01, and this is literally like the size of my face. This is a huge brush. I don't think I've ever used a brush this big to set my face, but we're going to today. So literally that took like no time to set my face. It was like boom, 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 and like done. I did go in with the setting brush to get a little more precise around my nose because that is where I tend to break up the most. So that was why I went in with this little brush to set to set a little more here and to set a little more around my nose, just to avoid it from breaking up really. And so far, I didn't think I would like this brush, to be honest. I was like, oh, this brush is so big and like it's gonna like, it's like I'm punching myself in the face when I use this brush. But I honestly really like it just because it was just so quick and easy. Like I could use that same setting brush and just brush away the powder underneath my eyes. Okay, so now I am moving on to my eyes. I'm going to be using the Jaclyn Hill palette from Morphe because number one, I just think it's like appropriate to use her palette with her brush collection, and number two, I haven't used this palette in so long and I missed it. So I figured why not use it again. I did get the Vault collection, the Bling Boss one. I only got one of them and I'm so disappointed in it. Like it does not perform like these shadows perform. Like I can just tell by looking at these shadows and by looking at the Vault one that I have that those ones are pressed way too hard. And I don't even know crap about making eyeshadows, but I can tell you that just by looking at these, you can see the difference in like the way that they're pressed, and it's just crazy. This palette is just such a great palette, and I really wish I could understand how like this one was so great, but then like the Vault one isn't, and it's just, oh. Alright, so I'm going to go for like a bronzed kind of look today. I mean, we'll see what happens. So first things first, I'm going to take the JH30, which looks like this. It's just like a long, fluffy brush, and I'm just going to use this to pack the color in my crease. So far this is extremely soft, and it's giving a very soft application, which I like, to be honest. Take the JH32, which is this brush right here. I'm going to rough it up in my hand a bit, make it more fluffy. And I'm going to use this shade right here. This shade right there. I was just putting this one on my crease, I forgot to tell you guys. But I'm going to use this shade to put right over top of that transition shade. Take this shade right here, and I'm going to use this kind of fluffier brush. This is the JH36, and I'm also going to put this in my crease. This brush really applied a lot. Holy crap, I have to like blend that out. That was a lot. I do my eyeshadow, I typically have a problem with like my shadow skipping like right here, and that is not happening right now at all, which is pretty amazing to be honest. Like usually I'm just so used to my shadow skipping, and right now that is not the case. So I'm going to take my Cover FX powder, I'm going to take the JH10, which looks like this, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put this powder right here to kind of give me a sharp edge for my eyeshadow. I'm going to take the JH34, this brush right here, and I'm actually going to take this first shade, this like pukey orange looking one, and not pukey orange, it's more like an orange one, and I'm just going to take this and just put it like right here, like kind of below those other shades but more towards like the outer corner. These are the other three blending brushes that come in the collection, the JH33, the JH31, and then the JH35. And I don't think I'm going to use these because I'm not going for like a really blown out look right now. I've used, how many? I used 4 out of the like blending brushes, and so far I really like these 4, and I'm sure I would really love these, but I'm just like, that's not a look that I'm going for right now where I need like a super blown out crease and everything, so that's why I'm just using these 4, because I feel like I don't need to use the other ones. Alright, so now I'm going to take the shade right here, and I'm going to use the flat brush, which is the JH41, and I'm just going to put this all over my lid. Wow, so that applied that color pretty nicely, honestly. So using the MAC 242 brush, which looks like this. This one's more, like not flimsy, but it's more bendable. And this one is a little more stiff. I feel like this one really packs on the pigment. But I'm also used to how big the other brush is, the MAC one. With this one, I don't hate it, to be honest. I actually kind of like it. So I have my lid shade all on. Now I'm just going to go back in to this shade right here and just take the JH34. I'm actually going to mix it with this shade right here, and I'm just going to blend out my crease. Alright guys, so I went ahead and I did my brows off camera. I tried putting on falsies, but the glue was burning my eyes, and I was like, oh, like there's days when I can put falsies on no problem, and there's days where I'm like, why can't I do this? So anyway, so now I'm going to highlight my brow bone, and Jaclyn made a specific brush for this, which is the JH42, which looks like this, which I think is literally like the perfect brow bone highlight. Like, look, oh, see that? It literally got right under there, no problem. I feel like I've never been able to find like the perfect size brush to really do this, and this one, I could just tell when I saw it, I was like, yes, that is literally going to be the best brush for a brow bone highlight. I'm going to move on to the rest of my face, and now I'm going to use bronzer, and I'm going to go in with the ColourPop bronzer, and I'm going to use the JH02 brush, which looks like this. I have been dying for this brush, like a brush like this, for so long, and I'm so happy. Oh my god, that packed on a lot. Holy crap. That was not what I was expecting. I'm like, yeah, I was so excited for this brush, and then it like just punched me in the face. But okay, I was able to blend it out. Oh my god. This product picks up a lot. This brush picks up a lot. So just be mindful of that. Holy crap, that picked up a lot. But it does apply the bronzer pretty nicely. Like as long as you don't go in with too much product, I feel like it's really doing a nice job at like bronzing my face. To contour now, and I'm going to use the JH05 brush. This is what it looks like. I literally feel like this is going to be the perfect contour brush. I'm using my Smashbox contour kit, and I'm going in with this shade right here. Shade that I went into for contour, it was way too gray, and I look so ashy now. Like on this side, it looks good. On this side, I'm like, oh, like why was that too great? But it's fine because it should be fixed with some blush. So now I'm going to go in with some blush. I'm gonna use the Flower Beauty blush in the shade Peach Primrose, and I'm gonna use the JH04. This is the blush brush that Jaclyn designed. So I'm super excited to try this out. For a very good blush brush for a while, and I have one now, and it actually is from Morphe, but I feel like it's not, like this is it right here. So this is what it looks like, and this is what this one looks like. I just don't really like the density of this brush that much, and it kind of like pokes my cheeks, to be honest with you, when I'm like using it. So this one is so friggin' soft. It's like a baby's butt. It's crazy. So now I'm going to focus on the lower lash line quick, and I'm gonna take this brown. I'm gonna take this brown shade right here, and I'm gonna use this flat definer, the JH34. It's just a regular like flat definer brush, and I'm going to press this very tightly against my lower lash line. I did go in and bake a little bit just to kind of try to clean up like that gray that's going on my face right now, which is I'm really trying like not to freak out over. But anyways, so now I kind of want to take this green shade right here. I know we're not wearing any green on our eyes at all, and I'm gonna take this Morphe JH39 brush, which is a pencil brush, and I really want to press this really, really close to my lower lash line and really buff it out. Wow, I really like this pencil brush like a lot. I have never had a pencil brush that buffed out a color so good in my life. It usually just makes it look like choppy and weird underneath there. Oh my god. This might be my new favorite pencil brush. Brush Jaclyn used to pretty much just highlight like all over her face. Now, I don't have a natural highlight. She used the ambient powders from Hourglass, so I'm actually going to take this Morphe highlight and I'm going to dust it very, very gently like across my cheeks like this to kind of give me a little subtle glow. I'm going to go ahead and highlight my face. I'm going to use the JH09 brush. This is what it looks like. Jaclyn said she pretty much just replicated this brush. I actually don't even know what the name of this brush is because I've used it so much, but they're pretty much almost exactly the same. This one obviously is used, so it's more fluffy. So I'm going to use my Flower Beauty highlighting palette because I love this guy. Oh my god, that picked up a lot. Let's see. Be the brush, one of the brushes in the entire collection that I'm not totally crazy about. I just feel like it's too, I don't know, I don't really like this brush. I really prefer my Anastasia brush, which looks like this. I feel like it gives me a much cleaner highlight, like not as like, I feel like this went on very like intense and very like harsh, and there was like no blending it really. Maybe that's because it's like a new brush, so I still have to like play with it a little more, but I don't really like it for that. I don't know. Alright you guys, so that completes this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. My thoughts on the collection, I really do genuinely like it. I think that Jaclyn and Morphe did an incredible job with these brushes. There was only 5 brushes that I did not use in the entire collection, which were these ones right here. And that's because I didn't feel a need to use them. I wasn't really doing this crazy eye look where I needed these extra brushes. The brushes I used were like just enough. So if you're a beginner out there and you don't know which brushes to get, I definitely recommend this collection because of the fact I feel like you have all your eyeshadow brushes, you have all your face brushes, and I just feel like you can't go wrong with this collection. All the brushes are beautiful. Number one, I love like the white and silver. It's gorgeous. They all are very, very soft and they apply the product beautifully. They give it even distribution around your face. Like, oh, I loved it. I think my favorite brush would be this guy because I really underestimated this brush and I really didn't think I would use it. And once I used it, I was like, wow, like I need this. This is like a microphone. Like I can just like start singing right now, but I won't make your ears bleed. But other than that, I really do like this collection, and you get all these brushes and this case for $165. So I mean, it is kind of pricey, but it's not as expensive as Kylie's brushes were when she came out with hers like a year ago. Those were like $300 brushes, and I think you may have gotten around the same amount or maybe a little bit less. I'm not exactly sure. But yeah, so if you guys like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, leave your thoughts down below if you've tried these brushes, if you're in the market for them, if you don't want to get them and why not, whatever, just leave me your thoughts down below. And that is all I have for you guys in this one. Thank you guys so much for watching again, and I really hope to see you in my next video. Bye!